That's what the umpire said. He goes to the left foot kick towards Niawella. He takes the mark, 50 out from goal. Tito goes into the pocket. Good kick too to Ablett, who's on a lead. And he continues his first half form. He's hit 5 goals, 1. He'll just probably banana this, I reckon, from the pocket.
I just realised why he started calling him Ablett.
Oh, come on, get up with it, jeez.
It's been a long week.
So, Turner comes in, right foot kick, keeps it nice and low.
That's a shocker.
Niawella gets it, handballs it back inboard, missed the target, gets his Shepherd. Wilson comes in, surrounded by Devils, and umpire says holding the ball. So, Corio will take the free kick.
Hope he doesn't go from Gary Ablett to Austin McCrabb.
So, good old Aussie. So, somebody, I think it's Cleary, he's got a hand problem or an arm problem there. He can't take the kick. So, Corey Collins will. Goes towards Grace at centre half back, takes the mark. He goes outer side towards centre wing. Cadman stood his ground. 2 wary players bumped into each other, but they still had the numbers there, and they got it to Morgan. Handballs it to Lawson, 50 out from goal, directly in front, northern end of the ground. Jones in the square. He's got 3 against him, falls to the front. Cleary's recovered. Collins is there as well, and they get away. Well, a little kick by Cornwall, didn't go very far. Now coming back the other way, Wilson, right foot kick off a step, and Brendan Wilson gets in on the action. Cam's kicked 2, and he's kicked his first this afternoon. And the 11th for Werribee. They go to 11-11-77. They lead Corio 8-5-53. And that's under the Grandy Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard. 2 minutes played.
Well, he actually called it, Jason. It was a funny little kick, but it was actually a beautiful smother. It was smothered off the bit. I couldn't quite pick up who it was, but that caused the turnover and kicked the goal. And I'll tell you what, I've been absolutely belted at half time by Monica Carlton.
Right.
Stop swearing and stop calling the umpires idiots.
Yes, Monica. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Well said, Monica.
And I see,
yes.
I see old Nobby over there. He turns 90 in February. I think Mon's a couple of years older than that. So don't tell me off, Mon.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Brad Yoon tries to work his way out.
She'll drive over you.
And I reckon
She'll drive over
trying
you
to work
next
his
week.
way out in a minute.
You better start walking home now, Grubb. Monica will run you over in the Camry. Be careful.
So Morgan gets a tap down only as far as Stack of Corio, goes to Yoon, tries to get the ball out. It was taken out of his hand. Now Stack goes back and collects it, picked up Robertson over the top. They're standing back waiting for it to come out, both sides at the present time. No one prepared to get it. Now he does. Stack, that is, goes to Yoon. Yoon handballs outside. Goes out and we'll find Nolan. Nolan, little look away handball, didn't hit the target, so under pressure the ball turns over now.
That's
Nolan plays a good tackle, comes away, and it's there's another good tackle, chase there by Niawella, picks up Manning, so free kick goes to Werribee and Niawella. So Niawella's got the ball on the defensive side of centre, little short kick up over the top. Kick had to be good, and it got to Quarry, couldn't take the mark, has support, picked up there by Brown, into the forward line. Collins standing in front, doesn't take the mark at ground level. Ball picked up there by Devlin. Handball comes back. Gazole goes back to Devlin. Devlin on the right boot comes out wide, and the mark will be taken there by Brad Yoon. Plays on. Got the ball away just in time. Goes to Stack. Stack looking to give it back to Nevada Cornwall. He just stood there and looked. Robertson's got it now. Put himself under pressure. Went to Troy Smith. Couldn't take the mark. Ball comes out. Picked up there by Wilson. Ball comes out once again. Umpires let things go. Stack gets the handball back to the boundary line. Heard the call of Cornwall. He tried to get the handball away. Couldn't do so. Niawella over the top. Umpire surely he's got to come in and take possession. And now he will.
Now, another address from half-time. It's a request for Grubby. A gentleman wants to know your dad's name and age because he reckons he went to school with him.
Graham, his name is, and he was born in 1933, Christmas Day.
There you go.
Ball outside, picked up out there. Wilson slipped as he got the ball away to Quarrier. Goes to Keisha. Keisha, half forward line, got the kick away. Goes towards centre half forward, but going across Talentire. Can't take the mark, has support. Cazole over the top, he goes to Foster. Foster now has it some opposition there because it's picked up there by Killender. Got the handball away. It's not pretty football to watch, but they're both sides are working hard. Nolan finally gets a handball out.
Oh, too high, umpire.
And the free kick is going to go by the way to Corio.
Ryan,
and
don't
now
go there.
Grace is going to run away and kick the ball into the forward line. You're batting down the sides of your...
he's taking them both on.
Now, where's Michael Corrins?
Don't go there. Yeah, why?
Well, don't worry about Nobby. Nobby will never see another day. I'll tell you that now.
So the ball now in the forward line. Picked up there, Harrison. Short kick, and it's going to be over the boundary line.
What's his other forte? Grubby?
MMA.
MMA?
I've knocked out 4 bounces at mint one night.
Just 4?
Helping my son out.
Of course he was.
So the ball picked up
There always
there.
had to be
goes
occasions in
towards
there
Smith,
somewhere.
Goes back to Foster. Foster goes back to Smith. This is Todd. Handball's over the top. Robertson did nicely. Got the handball back, or ball back towards Foster. Goes to Cadman. Cadman back to Robertson. Unfortunately, he didn't take it cleanly. Put pressure on himself. Now he's gone back. Novinek's got the ball in his hand. Robertson takes it out of his own. And it's going to be a bit of a scrum there. Ball ends up in the hands. Goes back over the top. Quarrier has it. Got boot to ball.
Deliberate. That's got to be deliberate.
Won't be.
Yes, it is.
Oh, he's called
Yes,
it.
it is. It couldn't have gone any other way.
So ball now, free kick goes to Smith. He lines and goes short. Goes towards Cadman. And he can't take the mark. Cadman, we back and collected it. Put the ball down. Got boot to ball. Picked up there. And Lawson does well. Goes on the left boot. Goes back towards centre wing in front. Casey.
Good mark,
hands.
Case.
So Casey now has runners back inside. He steps that way, but decides to kick the ball himself. Goes towards Ablett. And he takes another one.
Too far out.
Yeah, I was going to say too far out, Turner.
Oh, Finny!
Oh, no. No.
He's going to kick 10. Oh, no.
So Corey Collins is still arguing the point here as they're running back, and he's taking the concentration away from the umpire because now he's got a good 50 there.
This kid here looks in a bit of trouble with his shoulder, I think.
So he kicks the ball, and Ethan Turner has got goal number 6. And the 12th goal now for the Werribee side. They're 12-11. They lead Corowan 8-5. And we have gone nearly 8 minutes, third quarter. The Grand East Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Trying to pick that kid up. Who is he?
Michael Cadman.
Oh, I thought it was. That's why I was watching him. He's a really good kid, and it looks like he's done a shoulder. That'll be him for the game by the looks of him. Oh, I saw the coach of the Crow put him up for VFL selection during the week in the ad. I'm not quite sure.
He was suggesting for a VFL development side. Werribee's development side a couple of weeks ago was struggling for numbers. They got a Newcombe player,
that's
Geelong
different.
West player. So, yeah.
That's different. I could get a game in that side at the minute.
Back to the middle. Morgan. Grace, kick off the ground. Out of the middle. Robertson runs down. Stacks there as well. Robertson tried. Oh, he dragged it back in. Be careful. He's
got it out, though. Well done.
Gives it away to Grace.
Oh,
he threw it away. Hewen, Brad, handballs to Stack. Well, that was the make-up one, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think Brad Hewen did get it away. But anyway, Hawkins has got it on centre wing. Goes for the kick, kicks it into Hewen's head, Nilly. Falls away. Boyd, handball, outboard, Killender. Close to the boundary line. Handballs it further afield. Wilson. Goes into the pocket. Good kick too.
Wilson.
And that was Brendan to Cam. Cam now around the corner into the goal square.
What,
Kicks
he's
that goal.
that.
So if you don't mind, Cam Wilson kicks his third. And the 13th for Werribee Centrals. They go to 13-11-89 and they lead Crow 8-5-53 to Grand East Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 8.5 minutes played.
And Wilson to Wilson. They like each other's company. Actually, their dad played many, many years ago for Werribee Centrals. He was a shocking footballer, Rolsey. And he's here today too. Hope he's listening.
Well, this has been the first time either side has kicked 3 goals in a row, and I think one more will finish the game early.
So back with the umpire, middle of the ground. Morgan up and over the top, preps it down, picked up there. Foster gets the handball, goes to Grace. Grace in the right boot, goes quickly into the half-forward line. Going across, Novinek takes the mark in front of Hune, and he will now transfer play towards the wing. Goes looking towards Wilson in front. Grace.
Good
He does
boy.
well there, Wilson. He's going to go it's a little short, but he decides to go a little bit longer. Kasia comes up, can't take the mark, has support there. Killender outside to Wilson. Wilson now into the forward line. Goes looking for that man again. He's on a ball and a string out there, but the ball doesn't bounce favourably for him. He's gone over the top of it now.
Free kick and 50.
The umpire says it's going to be his. So it's on the half-forward line, so a ball up to take place. With Kasia going down doing the ruck work. Collins was doing it for the Corio side. Picked up by Foster, went back towards centre-half back. Ball there over the top, and it's been taken out there by Knight. Tries to get the handball away. They're trying to work the ball out, and they do well there through McConaughey, who gets the ball back towards centre wing. Over the top, Koutsamanis, picked up by Nobby. Nolan goes inside to
Give it
Smith.
back.
Smith goes long into the forward line. Mark.
He should have given
not
it
taken
back.
there, but Corringe is there. Stopped and propped. A little short kick. Put
Oh,
Kuchamanis under
dangerous.
pressure. Picked up by Smith. Was going to go. Got the
Oh.
little kick away. Touched. Ball runs to the bound or towards the goal square. Picked up there by Novinek, who transfers play outside, and Hawkins takes the mark and plays on. Now he's got himself under pressure. Got the handball back over the top.
Yo, where a big player? Get on.
Speziali and a ball in there. Kuchamanis, running player. Speziali goes through the middle. Was a good
Dropped
kick.
it.
Kasia couldn't take the mark. Picked up by Cleary of Corio. He looks up short to Jason Yoon, and he takes a mark inside 50. So he can go back and kick for goal.
That's a costly miss, Luke Kaiser. He should have marked the chest mark.
And this will be a very good kick to get it. It's said he'll kick from about 50.
He is a good kick. I'm not saying he can kick it. He is a good kick, so
He's probably in the best part of the ground because, as I said, it is a bit soggy on the outside, but through the middle it seems to be okay. So he's got the best footing here. Jason Yoon comes out directly in front. Goes towards goal. He's got the distance, but the accuracy is not there, and through for a minor score. 8-6 now to the Crow side. 13-11, and we have gone to Werribee, and we have gone 12 minutes to third quarter. The Granny Cyclone Sports third quarter scoreboard.
So Kutsamanis will kick the footy back in once he gets it. He's got it now. Cadman back on. Miraculous recovery from the shoulder.
God, that
So
was hanging
He
down.
goes to the outer side. Goes up. McConaughey in the middle of the contest. Falls to the side. Short little kick over their head towards Harrison. Kutsamanis is there. Smith tries to tap it back to Smith. Todd over the top of it now. Tries to break one tackle. Tries to break two. He dropped the footy.
Well, I can understand that because he was trying to break tackles and not trying to
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah. So now Werribee. Kick comes from Grusling out wide. 2-on-1 for Corio, but they get there in numbers. Werribee and run through the middle. They go now with a kick inside 50. Devlin runs back. Can't take the mark for Corio. Second effort. Oh, he should have picked it up. He couldn't. Werribee then get the numbers the other way. Lawson, 55 out. Goes towards full forward. Over the back. Keisha. And it should sit for him. He's going to wheel around, is he? He's going to handball it back towards
Fine,
Wilson.
Turner. Where's Turner?
And Wilson, and that is Brendan, kicks a goal. His second. Cam's got 3. He's got 2. And Werribee have 14. They go to 14-11-95. And they lead Corio 8-5-53. And DeGrande Cyclone Sport third quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes played. Grubby, the shellacking at halftime they got from the coaches worked.
Yeah, well, it's right. He basically said, man on man, we should win the game, and you're not picking up blokes, and all of a sudden they're starting to. But you called it right there. I couldn't pick the Corio player up over on the other side of the ground, but he just sort of hung over the ball, hoping to get a free kick, and Werribee took it away. You've got to go for the footy. If you get caught with it and pick it up, bad luck. But that's the object of the game is that the footy's there, grab hold of it, and he just didn't do it.
So we're back in the middle of the ground. Morgan, who's controlled the centre contest, up over the top, tapped down, goes towards Boyd, coming off centre half forward. Handball goes back to Quarrier. Quarrier now bundles the ball forward and tapped out in front of the young player there in Whiten. He can't take possession of the ball, taken off it, picked up there. Day taken to ground. He hit the head in the ground there as he was tackled. And there's going to be a ball up half forward line for the Cryer side. Umpire just waiting for the player to get off the ground and clear the area. Ruckman go at it, both there. Kennedy and also Morgan. Kennedy went back and collected it. Handball over the top to Foster. Foster is a player there further afield. Tapped it up to Day. Day goes back to Kennedy. Lines up and goes long from about 40.
That's a great
metres out.
goal.
And he kicks the goal. His first of the afternoon, Jake Kennedy. 9-6 Corio. 14-11 to the Werribee side. 14 minutes gone. Grandy Cycle Sports third quarter scoreboard.
That's a fantastic goal from out there. I didn't think he was going. I thought he was just going to pop it up and look for Harrison or Nolan or one of those blokes. But he took it upon himself. Almost 50 out on the run. Beautiful goal.
His first for the season as well. Fantastic effort.
How do you know him? How do you know Jake Kennedy?
What, related to Christine's, my wife's brother's son.
Oh, my God. It's way too hard. So he's your nephew?
Yeah.
Good on you. It's not that hard.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place, you dum-dum?
Back to the middle.
Instead of going through your family tree.
Dale's nephew goes up in the ruck, but he loses it. Now Knight, who he coached and can't kick, he goes out towards Briggsy, who Grubby doesn't like. He gets it. He wheels around on the right. Oh, he does nicely too. He puts it up into the square. Jones in front. And Blatt! Oh, Nilly.
Had a fair whack
Oh,
at
he
it
had
too.
a fair whack at it. Give him the ball. Collins,
Nah,
short
you got to
little
mark
toe
it.
poke. Laurie stood his ground, and the second effort was good from Chris Laurie. Kick around the corner, outside 50. Foster takes the mark. Holds it up. Goes inboard, looking for Brad Hewen over his head. Kellender's there. Oh, second effort didn't take the mark. Tapped it on. Hawkins in the middle, threw it away. Hewen in the middle. Brad gets away.
He's strong.
Strong right foot kick towards Smith.
Oh,
used
great
the body
mark.
nicely. And took the mark. Oh, he thought about playing on from 40 out. Harrison gave him half a lead. He's still there, but he says, no, I'm going to go back and have a set shot for goal. Hasn't kicked a goal yet this afternoon. So Dylan Smith, 40 out, southern end of the ground. Comes in, right foot kick now. Oh,
That's
goal
a
umpire
beautiful kick.
does not move. Puts it over his head. So he's first, and the 10th for Corai, 10-6-66. They trail Werribee 14-11-95. To Grandy Cycle Sport, third quarter scoreboard, 16.5 play.
They just won't go away, the Devils. They look like they're all despondent, and then they reply with a couple of goals. And I think if we remember back into the first round, they come from about 6 or 7 down. So Werribee wouldn't want to slacken off a bit. They've got to kick a couple themselves and give them a nice little break. I have a look at Nyawalla. He has a lot of rotations for what I deem as a good young fit kid. I'd be having him on the ground a little bit longer.
So the ball tapped out by Morgan, goes as far as Yoon, got the handball away, going across Day, couldn't pick it up, kicked off the ground by Morgan into the half-forward line, the ball runs, coming through Collins, he couldn't pick it up, some good nice work picked up, and the ball goes forward through Wilson,
Jesus.
kicked into the...
He's kicked it up his own teammate's bum.
He's not to run in front of him then. He shouldn't have been there. Going now. They're still working hard. Casey can't pick it up. Picked up there by Devlin. Boots the ball. Goes back into the middle of the ground. In front. Mark is not taken there by Grace. Needs to pick the ball up. As a player outside. Couldn't get the ball to him. But it's Quarrier now who goes quickly into the forward line. Going
Yes,
towards
he-
that
oh.
man again. But Cazal attacks the ball nicely. And from the half back, the big fella bounced the ball. Didn't come back to him. Put himself under pressure. But he's able to get the boot away. And it's
Yeah,
only
but
as far
that's
as
why,
Novinek.
though. You got to kick it when you're not under pressure, son.
So Novinek goes out wide. Good spoil out there by Cadman. Ball bent back and was collected by the young player there in Whiten. And it runs over the boundary line, so we'll have a ball in at the centre wing.
Where's he from, Kazali?
He came down with the coach, didn't he?
I got a funny feeling there from Werribee. Him and Foster might be up from Sanctuary Lakes, one of them.
So throwing far side of the ground, or the clubroom side of the ground, ends up in the hands of Novinek. Can't pick the ball up as yet. Now it's kicked along the ground. And runs back over the boundary line, so we'll have another throw in on the far side of the ground from where we sit. It's got cold too.
So it's the ice slide from the looks of things.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks.
So the ball is tapped down, coming through, picked up there, clearance from Lawson. Handballs away, ends up there, and Whiten again, who goes into the half-forward line, better kick. And Kasia comes up and presents and takes the mark. So Kasia now has delivered the ball further afield, going across, taken away there. Devlin got the ball to ground, picked up there. Handball comes back inside, so another chance here for Boyd. Boyd went one way, then back the other. Fine Kasia goes to that man Briggs, and he kicks the goal.
Can play.
Oh, he can.
Can play.
He
And
can.
then Briggs kicks his first, and the 15th now for Werribee. 15-11, Coria won 10-6, and 19 minutes gone. Third quarter, the Grandy Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Around the goals, he's a very good player, Briggsy. But I'd like to see him put a little bit more around the ground. And he was always like that coming through the juniors. He's always had the ability. I don't think he's lived up to his ability, but maybe he's starting to now.
So that's his second goal for the season, and this is his 10th game. So I'm guessing either injury or has he played a bit of resis?
Look, in his defence, he's had a lot of injuries since he
Okay.
was about 15 or 16. Every time he plays, and a few real bad ones too. I don't think he played much from under 18s till now. He did not at Centrals anyway, unless he went somewhere else and played a few games out there. But I don't think he's played much footy. But ability-wise, he's good. His attitude in the under 18s, I thought, without having a go at him, I thought was reasonably poor. I think it was all about him. He's kicked a couple of goals when he could have handballed it off, and but his attitude once he plays with men has obviously changed, and hopefully it's the start of a good career for him, Briggs. He's a lovely kid.
Back to the middle. Grace Jones having a run on the ruck, gets it down. Falls back to Jason Hewen. Gets the away by hand. Cleary, short kick.
Yeah, hand all right.
Grace.
He handed it to him.
Grace goes with a kick inside 50. Smith.
Ooh.
Punched away from behind by Delaney. Corringe gets it away to Delaney again, who followed it up. Goes with a kick out wide. And still in the field of play. Close to the boundary line. The boundary umpire says it is out now. Throw in. Left half forward Cry into attack. Southern end of the ground.
And just to answer your inquiry before, Matthew Cazzoli cleared from Sanctuary Lakes February 2nd.
And Foster. That'll keep him quiet for a while.
Yeah, good on him.
Boundary throw in. Jones from behind over the shoulder or a hold.
Yep. Both of them from Sanctuary.
So Grace will take the free kick. 50 out from goal. Goes to the kick into the goal square. Nolan used the body. Gets around. Thought about the handball. Then went with the kick. And Koutsamanis right in the last line of defence. Standing right on the goal line. Takes the mark. What's he called? Point? He has called a point.
Well, finally. He's just signalled now.
So
That
one
wasn't hard, was it?
one behind. So 10-7-67 Corio, Werribee 15-11-101. Koutsamanis will kick it in from fullback now. Comes towards the commentary box side, looking for Keisha. Hewen, Jason goes up, nearly takes the mark. Lawson gets away, handball to Briggs. His handball to Wilson, who runs through centre wing, goes to an open half forward flank. Boyd to run back with the flight of the footy. If it sits for him, he's away from Laurie, you'd think. He runs in. Has one bounce, handballs it inboard to Nyawella. He handballs it back to Whiten to kick the goal, and he has missed.
Before we do that, I've got a question. Who's the bloke running the water?
Good build-up.
Yeah. He definitely played in
Yes,
the last
he
game.
Isn't he the kid that takes the speckies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Get his name.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Then right.
You're right.
I'm
Kick
right.
in by Laurie. Long kick too. Looking for Hewen again. Off the side of the pack. Briggs. 55 out. Handball to Jones. He's got Wilson running past. Oh, he gets through some traffic. He does nicely too. Brendan Wilson. And goes with the right foot kick
think he
and kicks
might
the
have got
goal. So Brendan has 3 and Cam has 3. And they're going nicely. Werribee 16-12-108. They lead Corio 10-7-67. DeGrande Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 23 minutes played.
You know, I think if you're a Werribee coach or a Werribee person, instead of seeing Jones kick 5 and 6 at 33 years old, it's good to see Brendan and Cameron Wilson and all these young blokes chipping in and kicking goals. Look, I know they struggle to do it against the better sides, but if they can get a better side around them, they'll be pretty good players. But it goes a little bit better for them that a lot of their goal scorers are young kids and not the older heads that you have to rely on, and you can't rely on them for too much longer because they'll be gone.
Speaking of the better sides, Belfast Hill 20 goals, 20, 140, leading East Geelong 3 straight goals, 18.
Jeez, lucky they didn't kick straight.
Back in the middle we go. Tapped out by Grace, goes to Yoon. He tries to run away, gets a handball outside to Stack. Stack goes back to Laurie. Laurie tried to get boot the ball, missed it.
No, that's not holding the ball.
No, he's dropping the ball.
He was knocked out in the tackle. He had no opportunity. That's what I've been arguing about all day. Give him a chance.
So Whiten now goes quickly into the forward line. He goes back to 4-on-1 situation. The tap away comes in at the hands of Foster. He goes back into the middle of the ground, coming up. Marcus taken there by McConaughey. He's looking to go. He has Yoon now. He's run. Handballs up over the top. So Jason Yoon now kicks into the half-forward line, goes out looking for Smith, and he takes another mark in front of Delaney. So he can go back and kick the last one from there. Decides to go short. Lead-up player. Mark, not taken. Nolan front and square. He's tackled, brought to ground, picked up by Lawson. Has player outside, and the ball comes outside and will end up in the hands of Wilson. He now kicks into the half-forward line. Keisha in space by himself. Got a favourable bounce. Handball was going to go back to Briggs, but decides to kick the ball himself. Looked inside, goes back towards Boyd. In front, Boyd takes the mark. So he got the ball at centre half forward. Player leading, but he's got one wide. And it goes out to Speziali. Far side of the ground. So he's just inside there, forward 50. Turner now makes a lead. The kick goes in that direction. He comes up over the top. Mark not taken at the back. Picked up. Handball comes out towards
That's the
Nyawella.
throw.
Umpire said there's a throw. And the free kick will go to Robertson. So Robertson for Corio goes out wide. Will go towards Grace. Good space and found him. Dune runs to get the next one. He decides to go a little bit longer. And it goes towards Smith. Bounces. And the ball runs over the boundary line. So there's be a ball in between the centre wing on the far side of the ground.
It was just what I say before with Briggs. He hangs back to get that kick off the bloke who has the ball. I would rather him go to Shepherd and get himself in and let the other point, but he wants the kick. You've got to learn those little things of team footy.
So ball tapped down in contest by Morgan. There's a free kick being given. I think it's going to go
Morgan.
way. Morgan in front he was, so he'll win the possession. Lawson just cruising around the back. And he gets the ball now, looks up, inside, good kick. Mark not taken, so pressure comes on. Boyd with pace, tried to run away, lost the ball. Good tackle there by McConaughey. So Corio play the advantage now. Ends up in the hands of Nolan. Nolan goes back to the forward line. Mark is not taken out there by Harrison, allowed to go on by the umpire. In the forward pocket, ball sits over it. Kutsamanos, I think, is on hands and knees. And he is now going to win a free kick, I think. No, it's not. It's coming back to the umpire, who balls it up very quickly. So Grace gets down there. Numbers, Morgan, handballs back outside. Boyd, little short kick further afield. Mark is taken out there. And Speziali once again from the far side of the ground. Front of the Corio club rooms. Delivers the ball. Keisha comes up. So he's still in the defensive 50, or the defensive end of the ground. Plenty of numbers behind. Call the play on by the umpire now. He comes sideways, and the mark will be taken out there by Wilson. Brendan steadies himself and looks up and goes short. Kick was good, just got the target. Briggs takes it, plays on now, runs, goes long. Kick needed to be good, wasn't good. Collins came across, got the interception, 3 on 1.
Bad bounce.
Going to win. Briggs went back and collected it, bit of pace. He
Kick
took
the
him on.
thing,
He
kick
took
the
him on.
thing.
No, he got the handball away, and the siren sounds to end the quarter here.
Oh,
And it
There
will
we
be
go.
I'll be home for afternoon
I know,
tea.
it's fantastic.
16-12 Werribee. They lead Corio on 10 goals, 7.